You don't give too much in relationships by accident. At first, it feels right. You care, you show up, you make the effort, you listen more, you give more. You try to keep things good between you. And that feels like what you're supposed to do. Until something starts to feel off. You're doing a lot, but it doesn't quite come back the same way. And instead of pulling back, you lean in more, try harder, give more, adjust more, hoping it balances out. But it doesn't, and you're left feeling drained, confused, wondering why you always end up here. Here's the shift. You're not giving too much because you're too kind. You're giving too much because, somewhere along the way, you learn that giving is how you keep connection. That being needed, being helpful, being easy to be around, keeps people close. So when something feels uncertain, you respond by giving more. More time, more energy, more understanding. Because it feels like the safest way to hold on to the relationship. But that creates an imbalance, because instead of meeting in the middle, you start carrying more of the weight. And the more you do that, the more it becomes the pattern. There's also something deeper underneath it. Your brain links connection with security. So when a relationship feels important, it tries to protect it. By keeping things smooth, avoiding conflict, anticipating needs, even if that means ignoring your own. And over time, that becomes automatic. You prioritize their comfort over your own boundaries, because it feels like the right thing to do. But it slowly moves you further away from yourself. There's also the role of uncertainty. When you're not sure where you stand, you try to prove your place. By being more available, more understanding, more accommodating, hoping that effort will create stability. But real connection doesn't come from overgiving. It comes from balance, from both people showing up, from both people contributing. So the shift isn't about stopping caring. It's about noticing when your care turns into overextension, when you're giving from pressure, not choice, and starting to bring yourself back into it. Your needs, your limits, your space. Even in small ways. Saying less when you're tired. Not always being the one to reach out. Allowing things to meet you halfway. Because the right connection doesn't require you to overgive to keep it. And maybe that's the truth. You don't give too much because something is wrong with you. You give too much because you've learned that's how connection is maintained. But once you realize that connection doesn't need to be earned that way, you start to give differently. Not less, just more balanced. And that's where things begin to feel right again.